All right, tubers. Matt M. Roy back once again. Back to you with another live stream. What's on your mind? Take 9. At least I hope it's take 9. I should have double checked on that, but I forgot. So hopefully I marked that right. Let me do something here real quick. Gonna log on to my uncle's Wi-Fi just to get the best possible connection here. All right, Orange Smoke says hi. Very nice. Oh, 4 watchers. Yeah, I actually posted this on Facebook, so we should have quite a few people here with us tonight. Mr. Jimmy is here. Hey, Jimmy. Oh, I am very tired right now, guys. I actually walked about 25,000 steps today, so yeah, I don't know how long we'll do this, but we're going to persevere as long as I can stay awake. George Blakely III says hi. 5 watchers. Yeah, I did start this a few minutes early just to give you guys a chance to come. Hopefully, we don't have any glitches like we've had in the past. Right now, I am in green, just to let you guys know that. I'm in New York, the other part of New York, at my uncle's place. My mother is still up with my aunt, and she's doing much better. I got a call. She's walking around now. She's able to make her own breakfasts now, and she was able to walk up and down the street. So that is a very, very good sign. Her blood pressure has stabilized, so now they're not so worried. Mom's not so worried about leaving her. So hopefully she'll be able to come down here. Actually, I'm gonna drive up and pick her up either Sunday or Monday. Probably looking more like Monday, and that's about 3 hours. So I had to drive 3 hours down here. I got to drive 3 hours back to get her. Everybody's saying hi at this point. I can't. Yeah, that's a wrap. Ruben, George Blakely. Ruben wants to know about garage sales tomorrow. Yes, there are going to be some garage sales, and I'm going to be going to them. Specifically in Binghamton and Johnson City, there are going to be two community garage sales. So we'll be going there. Hopefully, we'll find some interesting finds. I know when I went to the one at Quinn Estates last week, found a few things. Nothing major, but enough that I wanted to at least share it with you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna move it. My right hand's really sore because I've been working out today. I've been using those 15-pound weights. Michael Hilton, it's been a while since you watched one of my live streams. Well, welcome back. Thank you for coming. Interesting. Ruben's G Pavilion G7 has the A4. Mine had an A. I believe it was an A6. It's been a while since I had that. I have a hard time keeping track of computers. When I get back home, though, I want to work on that IBM Think Center. I think the one that has. I want to work on the Think Center. I want to go ahead and put the SSD in there because that one that has the Xeon processor really warrants having a solid state hard drive. Eric Brunhammer made it. He says, yo, back to you, Eric. Do I still have the Pavilion, HP Pavilion G7? No, I got rid of that. It had to be close to 2 years ago now. I don't keep computers for very long. The one I've had the longest is probably my Dell XPS 8700. Yes, I did mean ThinkStation. Thank you. I told you guys I'm very tired right now, so I might mess up on a few different things. Yeah, when you walk 25,000 steps, which is roughly 12 miles, yeah, you get pretty tired this time of night. Excuse me. My allergies are really, really getting bad right now. Well, nothing else yet. I'm going to turn you guys around real quick. You can see it is so beautiful around here. There's not a cloud in the sky today. It's been a little on the warm side. It's been about 85 as a high. I wonder what that is over there. It's a little squirrel. So you guys can see that squirrel. Must be eating a nut or something over there. We have very squirrely squirrels around here, that's for sure. 77, nice. I wish it was 77 here right now. I think we're still in the low 80s at this point. Oh, nice. Eric Brunhammer says he finally got his mom's car finished. It finally rides and handles like a new car again. Well, that's good. We can get an old car to ride like a new one again. Generally, for me, it's always been tires and brakes that usually accomplish that. WWSS. Yeah, yeah, I get it. I get it. Heat index over 110 today in the Twin Cities. Ugh. No, I couldn't handle that. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want them to demonetize this video, but yeah, I like that. That's funny. Matter of fact, my Uncle Chris, he just went to bed. He works really, really early. So he has to go to bed around this time. We like to spend as much time as possible. He gets home from work around quarter after four, and we sit together. We watch Family Guy, sometimes American Dad, and we just talk about what's going on in his life, what's going on in my life. We spend at least 2 or 3 hours a day because I can't wake up as early as he does. He has to get up around 3 a.m. And if I was to get up that early every day, I'd be like a zombie by this time, even more than I am now. What is that? Huh. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, there we go. Eric Brenham, I ended up paying a shop to finish it because it is in the upper 90s here, and it wasn't going to be healthy to lay on the driveway in the heat. Yeah, I would I would definitely understand that. Um, you know what? When it comes to working on cars, you guys know I'm not a mechanic. I'll generally either let my dad do it if it's something small, or if it's something big, I'll actually go ahead and usually pay a shop to do it. When my 2010 Chrysler Town and Country, when I had problems with the starter and I had issues with the radiator temperature pressure sensor, I had them replace it. And it's always good to have a mechanic that you really trust and or a shop. In my case, it's a shop, and he really, really does a good job. I mean, he gives me the best prices possible. Normally, a starter and that job replacing the starter and replacing the temperature pressure sensor normally would have cost probably around $700 or $800. He got me the whole thing for 400. So he really, really helped me out there. I'm just noticing that Mr. Jimmy donated $2 to the channel. Thank you very much. I didn't even realize you could do that. I knew that I had enabled what they call super chats, and I've been trying to read up on that. And I think what that does is that allows you guys to donate money to the channel. And you know me, I don't like soliciting for money, but if you feel you want to donate a couple of dollars, that helps me make better content for you guys. I can buy products to review, and then I can go different places. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, the I don't know what's going on. It was pixelating here a couple of minutes ago, but we'll get there. Can you guys see me okay now? Fry is here. Have you made buffalo chicken dip? Not buffalo chicken dip. The last time I made any kind of, I guess you'd call it like a dip, was usually the sour cream and onion. Wise. In our area, the brand Wise used to make the best sour cream and onion. You'd buy it in these little packets, and you dump it into the actual like Daisy, the little containers of sour cream, and that was one of my favorites. I see that. I'm getting quite a few donations here. Thank you guys so much. 5 New Zealand dollars. Yeah, there's a conversion rate ratio there. It just depends. It looks like that's equivalent to 3.3 US dollars. But again, I really appreciate it. I mean, you guys that helps me out tremendously. And definitely start giving me some feedback on what kind of other videos you might want me to make. I know you guys like my tech related videos, and I am going to try to do more of those in the near future. It's just really hard to do them, especially when you're out of town here, because there's so many other things that need to get done. And of course, with my aunt being sick, a lot of my time was spent helping her recover. Eric, I am so jealous. Eric Brunhammer goes, I'm trying to pay attention while making homemade chicken parm, one of my absolute favorite Italian dishes, especially the homemade Italian dish. Fun fact, Gordon Ramsay, from, the shows he's been, Kitchen Nightmares, the famous chef, said the one thing you never want to order in a restaurant is a chicken parm, because generally they don't use the best cuts of chicken, and a lot of times they let it sit for weeks on end. So just a little fun fact for you guys: if you like chicken parmesan, it's much better to do it yourself at home, and it's really not that hard at all. Get yourself some good chicken breasts, good quality chicken breasts. I like to bread them. I use an egg wash, and then I bread them with just regular Italian breadcrumbs. I go into a baking pan, like a Pyrex pan. I put a little sauce on the bottom. I put the breaded chicken on top of there, and I usually top it with mozzarella cheese, fresh if you can get it. And then I usually bake that for. It usually takes about an hour at 350, and then the last 15 minutes I usually sprinkle on some pecorino romano, the real fresh stuff, and let that cook for another 10 minutes or so. And oh my gosh, so good! One of my absolute favorites. Oh my goodness, hold on here. Very nice. That is amazing, guys. Please, I mean, I feel so blessed you guys want to donate to this channel. I put a lot of time and effort into this, and like I said, any little bit helps, and that's all I'm going to say about that. This video is mainly for you guys, so let's go ahead and keep the comments coming. Fry says, do a collaboration video with Billy Core in the future. I'd like to do that. Unfortunately, Billy Core is very reclusive at times, and I've heard about the video where he says he suffers from anxiety issues, much as I have in the past. And if I ever get a chance to, if I can ever get a hold of him, yeah, I'd love to do that. Yeah, no problem with that at all. How's my mother and my aunt? I kind of answered that before, but I'll just say it really quick. They're doing really well. This mean my aunt is a week and 5 days out now, and she's finally getting her appetite back, her strength's coming back. For those of you who don't know, she had the hip replacement done. It was a little touch and go there for a while. She had some issues with her blood pressure, dipping really low, and she really didn't have an appetite. But I think a lot of that was just the stress from the operation itself. Other than that, now she's doing really well. But it was really scary because this actually triggered her AFib, and she wound up in the emergency room the day after the operation. And come to find out that if you suffer with AFib and you have another operation, there's always a chance that it'll trigger that to come back. And in her case, that's what happened. But luckily, that's normalized now. So yeah, she's doing really, really well. I love my aunt. I want her to be around for many years to come, and it's looking good now. Thank you guys for asking about her. Oh, okay. I guess you didn't hear about that. There, about Jerice. She and I have called it quits for now. In other words, we're still friends, but we're not technically boyfriend and girlfriend right now. I don't want to get into to it too deep. Nothing really bad happened, but it's just something, especially with me being up here and her being down there for so long, it just wasn't working out right now. We'll revisit that when I get back. Maybe, we don't know. We'll see what happens. But right now, she and I are just calling it quits because we both got too much on our plates at the moment. Yeah, I have to keep moving my hand. My hand's going numb from holding the phone. Rubens asks, how are my two cats? Well, according to my dad, they are extremely clingy. I called him a couple of days ago, and Milo is basically sitting like on the recliner, like right next to him there on the recliner at home, and Baxter is at his feet. So yeah, they're really lonesome. They're very lonesome for us. Probably can't wait till we get back, which is not looking like we're going to be back home until after the 4th of July, which I guess is okay. I'm definitely getting a little homesick right now, though. Appetite for adventure. Very hot in Toledo, Ohio. Still 92 degrees. My Dodge Journey 4.6 Pentastar is dealing with an engine tick. 1400 to repair. Rocker arms and camshaft. I know you have an FCA vehicle too. Yeah, mine's the 2010 Chrysler Town and Country. I have the 4-liter V6 in mine. I don't know the actual name for that engine, but they do tend to suffer from ticks and specifically rod knocks if you let the oil dip too low. Luckily, mine, just when you first start it in the morning, for a few seconds, you can hear some lifter tick, but it goes away right after that. The way I actually fixed that was I used a much better oil filter. YouTube user Eric Brunhammer, Eric, I'm sure you're probably still here, turned me on to the Wix brand, that's WIX brand of oil filters from O'Reilly's Auto Parts. And they actually have a good check valve, which basically, if you don't know what that is, it prevents the oil from pooling in the filter, and in turn helps prevent you from getting dry starts. In other words, when you with the cheaper oil filters, the oil can leak down into the oil filter, starving the engine of oil when you first start it in the morning. And that's actually when you need the oil to be up there to lubricate the engine, especially when it's cold in the winter. That's when your engines tend to knock and tick and do all the things that engines shouldn't do. Did I hear that Jay Wakefield is getting surgery? No, I haven't. And I'll be honest with you, I have not been keeping up with a lot of YouTube videos recently, mainly because of everything going on around here. I hope he's doing well. I know it's never fun to get surgery. What do I, Eric Brunhammer, what do I think about Hyundai reportedly seeking to buy all of Fiat Chrysler? Well, they couldn't do any worse than Fiat did for Chrysler. I'll give you that much. Tell you my story about my Chrysler Town and Country. I bought the wrong oil filter, which actually was the right oil filter, but for my year in 2010, when that's basically when Fiat bought Chrysler, there were two different oil filters possible for my van: the metric one and the standard one. And apparently, I got the standard one, and my van needed the metric one. What a mess! I had to go to two different. I had to go to AutoZone and to O'Reilly's, and finally found the right oil filter at O'Reilly's, and that's when I went with the Wix. But yeah, I still don't think they do any worse than Fiat did for Chrysler. And you guys probably know I'm not a big Fiat fan. Ruben says, I checked that yard sale finder for a yard sale hunt walk in Altadena, California, and I pass on these yard sales. I only do yard sale hunts in southern Altadena. I think that's how you pronounce that. Yeah, wherever you get the best results, that's at the end of the day where you need to go. I mean, in my area, I know certain parts that yield the best results. And even though there might be community sales, this sounds kind of cruel, but I try to stay away from the low income areas, not because I'm worried about getting robbed or anything like that, mainly because I know I'm not going to find the good quality stuff there. You want to go into the ritzier areas and not really the high end areas either. You want to stay more towards the middle class neighborhoods. Like if you go to the really rich neighborhoods, a lot of times you won't even find good stuff there because they tend to hold on to it, and they know what to do with it because that's how they got really rich. So generally your best bet when you're going to garage sales is to go into the middle class neighborhoods, just the typical two-story colonial houses, 2,500, 3,000 square foot houses. And even some of the older neighbors that have the ranch style houses tend to yield the best results. Ruben goes, hope your van feels okay when you come back. Well, my dad's babysitting. As a matter of fact, he called me the other day just to tell me that he has actually been driving it, which, that's okay. He's my dad. The only thing that bothers me a little bit is he has his own vehicle. He has multiple vehicles. He has his classics and he has his big truck. So why he has to drive my van, I don't know. As long as he puts gas in it. Yes, a garage sale finder does not show garage sales in or near Green, New York. I don't know why that is. People around here, for whatever reason, don't advertise with that. But there was a local paper called the Press and Sun Bulletin, and in there I found quite a few garage sales. So don't worry, guys. There's definitely going to be some garage sale finds. Eric Brunhammer, yeah, you need to be careful with the low income areas. I was looking at a home theater receiver and looked in it with a flashlight and saw roaches running around in it. Oh, yeah, I've had that problem before. I had that problem, believe it or not, one time with a desktop. I opened it up and I found roach eggs inside. Luckily, they hadn't hatched yet. Mr. Jimmy, where I live, it's a poor place that have best stuff. They even chuck out some good stuff too. Yeah, I'm not saying that you'll never find good items from poor areas, but I'm just speaking in generalities. Usually, and especially where I am, from my experience, you do your best in the middle class neighborhoods. Okay, Ruben, I didn't need to know that. Yeah, please keep that one to yourself. I'm not even gonna say you guys can read his comment if you want, but yeah, suffice to say, I think everybody's had that problem one time or another. I'm looking at my socks, all the walking I've done. Check this out, guys. This is the normal color of my sock, but take a look up here because of all the walking I'm doing. It's starting to get bleached out. Oh well, I can buy new socks. They're cheap. Oh, guys, I am so tired. You have no idea what it's like walking 25,000 steps, unless you've done it, of course. Appetite for adventure. How am I celebrating the 4th of July? Our current plan is to do it here with my uncle because I'm going to be picking up my mom this Sunday or Monday, and we're going to come back here and spend a few days with him, and then hopefully finally get back home to Virginia. I need to resume my life. I can still do the YouTube videos, but I have clients that rely on me to build them computers. I have other things, other responsibilities in Virginia, but you know what? It's important to me to be here to help my aunt through this. And of course, now it's mainly just a waiting game. I came down here because I just kind of felt like I was getting in the way. My aunt got to the point where she didn't really need as much help, so that's why I decided to come down and spend some days with my uncle here. Maybe elevators and Lehigh Tunnel. Yeah, I might do another video about that. That is a pretty cool tunnel. I got to admit that. I love going through that Lehigh Tunnel. It makes me nervous. They do need to start working on that, and they are. If you guys saw that video, it's in Pennsylvania. It's a tunnel that goes directly through a mountain, and for years it's been decaying. The tiles have been falling off the ceiling. The road inside is not that good. So I noticed this time we went through it, the south side of the tunnel, they're actually starting to refurbish it. So hopefully they're going to do the north side next, and it'll be a really nice tunnel once again. Although Eric Brunhammer, although it was really on the outskirts of the low-income area, that's where he found the Elite book. Yeah, that's a sweet laptop. I'm hoping I can find a laptop at a garage sale like that. I mean, I like my Lenovo, but I could find something to flip. Bring it home, reload Windows, upgrade a little bit, and then maybe sell it. I haven't actually gotten any laptops in recently at all. Yeah, Ruben said I should avoid 476, Interstate 476, which is also the Pennsylvania Turnpike. And we will probably be avoiding it this time. On the way back, we're going to go down I 81 to 83, then probably take 83 to 15. That goes through Pennsylvania, and then 15 goes through Maryland. From there, we get on the DC, what do they call it? The Capital Beltway, which is like 295, 395, 495, all the, and then to regular 95. And then we go to 295 again, and then we get on to 64, and then we're basically home from there. I am starting to lose my voice. I'm going to run inside real quick. I think I need to get a sip of water here. Oh my gosh, I can't get up. Ah! Been sitting down too long. I think it's time to walk around a little bit. Woo! Getting a little dizzy there too, to be honest with you. Yeah, Eric Brunhammer said depending on the day that I come back, maybe we can do a meetup. Honestly, I don't know if that can happen this time. I'll try to make that work, but yeah, we'll see. It's going to be really crazy this year because we're spending so much time up here. It's really hard to plan anything in advance. Let me get in here real quick and try to get something to drink. My mouth, you guys can probably hear it. I'm actually losing my voice right now. So I always have good old bottled water lying around. Appetite for adventure. What's your favorite beverage besides coffee? Have you ever had simply lemonade? Yeah, it's okay. It's not my favorite. I'm gonna put you guys down for a minute because I need to take a sip of water here. So you guys are getting a look at the ceiling right now. Ugh. Now I can actually talk. There we go. Sorry about that. I literally just had to take a sip of water, and it was that bad. Big boy Terry Zhang. Okay. Yeah, other than that, I would say my favorite beverage is coffee. As a matter of fact, if you guys see it right here, there is that Keurig that I picked up at the garage sale last week. Doing really well. I've been using it, making my cups of coffee in there. That was one of the two Keurigs. The other one is up with my aunt right now. And from what I understand, she's enjoying it, though. She has to be very careful how much coffee she actually drinks right now because of the blood pressure thing. Robert Jones, him asking me, 90 degrees here in Charlotte this week. Still not as bad. I heard at home in Virginia it was like 95 the other day. Boy, that was a weird sound when I tried to drink. Let's see if I can make that again. Much better, though. My goodness. Max O'Neill, IT departments. Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again? Oh, yeah. The IT crowd, still one of my favorite British comedies. Maybe that and Are You Being Served? Let me see if I can sit in here. I was getting a little too much sun outside. I'm going to try to see here if we could turn the light on. Let's see. There we go. Not too bad there. I tell you, my arm is so sore today. Mr. Jimmy, I like coffee, can't drink though because makes me go. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna read the rest of that, but yeah, I get your point. Yeah, I've had that problem myself. Try your laptop as a streamer. I do on some occasions, but now I just find the phone's a lot easier. There we go. If I can get this thing to focus again. Tomorrow and Sunday are supposed to be 93 and 96 where Eric is. Oof. Yeah, I'll take my 60s and 70s. Spring is still my favorite time of year. Oh man, all right, tubers. I think I'm gonna have to end this because I am losing my voice. You guys can hear it right now. Greedy or GR333DY. Do you plan on doing any cooking videos anytime soon? Probably not while I'm up here. I'm not going to be until we get back home. It's just too hard to do it here because there's people coming in and out all day long. All right, tubers, I am sorry I have to end this a little early. I was going to try to make it about an hour, but my voice is going out. I hope you guys really enjoyed the live stream today. Thank you for your donations. I think it was just from Mr. Jimmy. I want to thank you guys once again. Please continue to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.